Till now, we were talking about the big services on which RCM is applicable. We were talking about services by government, services by GTA, services by advocate. In all the scenarios, the recipient of the service had to pay GST. In this class, we will study the remaining small topics, the small services on which the liability to pay the GST is on the recipient of the service. All the four services we are covering in this class itself. The first topic is services by a director to a company. It is very simple. It is saying service by a director to a company or a body corporate. Now let us take an example to understand this. Say there is a director called as Ratan Tata. So Ratan Tata is the director and he is providing services to Tata company. Now you tell me, who is the service provider here? It is Ratan Tata providing service to Tata company. In return, Tata company will pay something called as sitting fees. Tata company will pay something called as sitting fees to the Ratan Tata. On this transaction, who has to pay the GST? We all know that under reverse charge mechanism, the recipient should pay the GST to the government. In this case, when Ratan Tata is giving service to Tata company, being the director, the company has to pay GST under reverse charge mechanism. Here I want to give a small clarification. The clarification is, if Ratan Tata was the employee of the company, then there is no GST at all. So there is no question of RCM. But if the Ratan Tata is not the employee of the company, but is an independent director or a director other than an employee, then on this transaction there is GST and the company has to pay under reverse charge mechanism. I repeat the entire point. If director services given as an employee, no GST, no reverse charge mechanism. In all the other capacities, if Ratan Tata is giving services to Tata company, then Tata company should pay GST under reverse charge mechanism. So I hope the first point is clear to you. Now let us talk about the second service, that is service by insurance agent to the insurance company. In the book they say anyone carrying the insurance business, that is nothing but insurance company. Now first we need to understand what is the service an insurance agent provides to insurance company. Normally insurance agent get clients. Normally what does insurance agent do? They get clients for the insurance company. That is what insurance agent is providing service to the insurance company. Let us say that there is one insurance agent for LIC. And this agent is bringing clients to LIC. In return what LIC gives? LIC gives commission to the agent. On this commission, the question comes, who have to pay GST? We again know that on reverse charge services, the recipient has to pay GST. In our case, agent is the service provider, insurance company is the service recipient, and LIC being the service recipient should pay GST to the government. So that is, in the case where insurance agent is providing service to insurance company should pay GST under reverse charge mechanism. So that was the second service. Let us discuss the third service. Third service is comparatively easier. It talks about service by recovery agent to banking company or any other financial institutes. First we need to understand who is a recovery agent. Let us take an example to understand this. Say Canara Bank have given a loan to a customer. Canara Bank gave a loan to the customer, but customer did not pay back the loan. Now the bank has to recover this loan, but bank employees won't go to recover this loan. Instead, they will appoint one person called as recovery agent, and he will provide the recovery service. Now, recovery agent is providing service to the bank. Now you need to tell me who is the service provider here. Service provider is recovery agent. Who is the service recipient? It is bank is the service recipient. So in this case, who has to pay GST? Under reverse charge mechanism, the recipient of the service, that is bank or any other financial institutes who is receiving the service from recovery agent, they have to pay GST. So that was a simple entry. So we also learned service by way of recovery agent to bank. Now let us learn the last service under reverse charge mechanism list. It talks about transfer of copyrights. transfer of copyrights to maybe a producer or to a music company. Let us take a simple example to understand this. Say there is a composer called as A.R. Rahman. Now A.R. Rahman composed the music and gave the rights to a company called as T-Series. Now what is happening? A.R. Rahman gave the copyright of that music to T-Series. Now who is providing the service? A.R. Rahman is providing the service. Who is receiving the service? It is T-Series who is receiving the service. So who have to pay GST? So now you should already be knowing that in reverse charge cases, the recipient of the service, that is the T-Series in this case, should pay GST. This entry not only talks about music composer, it also talks about services by artists, services by authors, services by musicians, and any other who belongs to this category. If they are providing service to say musical company or producers, then this musical company or producer should pay GST under reverse charge mechanism. So we spoke about 4 services. Now the question comes, how do we remember this? So we have created a shortcut to remember the entire list. The shortcut is DIRT. DIRT means D-I-R-T. Here D stands for service by director. I stands for service by insurance agent. R stands for service by recovery agent. And last one, T stands for transfer of copyrights. So entire thing, DIRT you got to remember in your examination, and if they ask, you have to write that in all these cases, the recipient of the service should pay GST under reverse